Hello, I'm Peter Foster. I'm the Labor candidate for Otaki, and I want to tell you about our policy on retirement savings. Basically, we've got a real problem in New Zealand in that we don't save enough money and we don't save enough for our retirement. Too much money has been invested in the non-productive, highly speculative property market, and it's time to address that. We've had 2 credit downgrades from the credit agencies, and the reason we've had those downgrades, one of the major reasons, is because we just don't save enough money. What am I talking about? The fact that for years and years and years we all have bought the big screen TVs, and you want to watch the rugby on a big screen TV, that's understandable, but the amount that we spend on our credit cards and our mortgages is just really too much for a nation of our size. So if we're going to improve things, we need to not just pay off government debt, but we need to deal with that household saving issue. And one of the things that I'm really excited about is our policy in this area, and there's basically 3 aspects to it. The first is that KiwiSaver will become compulsory, and that the employer contribution will increase over a longish period of time. I think 9 years, from 3% up to 7%. And what does this mean? Well, what it means is, we've all got family in Australia, I'm sure, and we all have got people who live in other countries that have been there for ages, who have been in compulsory superannuation schemes. And they, I can think of my brother-in-law, for example, at the age of 50, he's approaching 55, able to retire primarily because of the private pension scheme that he has been in on a compulsory basis. And in New Zealand, we haven't had that, and we've got people who are reaching retirement age who can't afford to retire, and not only can they not afford to retire, the government is really stretching things to be able to afford to pay them what really is a fairly low pension. So, compulsory KiwiSaver is the first part of that. The second part of the plan is that we're going to lift the retirement age from 65 to 67, and I shouldn't say the retirement age because there is no retirement age. What I mean is the age at which you become eligible for the pension from the government. And the reason why we're doing that is because it's really just unaffordable. The demographics of New Zealand are such that fewer and fewer workers are having to support people who are receiving that pension, and basically our population's ageing, and so that's one of our plans, is to increase that. That will be on a graduated basis, and it wouldn't start till 2020, and the retirement age would increase by 2 months every year for the next 12 years. And the third thing we're going to do is we're going to start putting money back in the New Zealand superannuation in the Cullen Fund. Thank God for the Cullen Fund. That's if it weren't for the fact that Michael Cullen squirreled away money into the Cullen Fund, we probably wouldn't be in the position we are today to be able to ride through the economic crisis that we've got. So we're going to start putting contributions back into that, because in Labor we're facing up to the problems. We're part of a team that knows that you can't just bury your head in the sand when it comes to this issue of superannuation. It's unaffordable in its current form. The national government's taking a short-term approach to it. The sort of approach they take is well, I said it's short-term, but it's a sort of approach that that you expect from money lenders and share brokers. Short-term, responsible governments take a long-term view, and that's what we're doing. It's not affordable in its current form, and to do nothing, frankly, is economic mismanagement. Authorised by Peter Foster, 28 Rutherford Drive, Waikanabe.